guys, we are back on the Toyota. I got the bodywork all finished off and I got her masked up and I'm about to start priming. So there she is. Now this is not like, how can I say this, we're not doing show quality. We're going to give it 3 good coats of primer, sand her out and call it a day. This guy's just his little work truck. Like I say, on the cars that we do the nice job on, we would prime it, still 3 coats, block it down really good, get any little highs and lows, and then prime it again and block it out by hand, get it like perfectly straight. This will look nice, it'll look good, but I mean, we're not getting carried away. Like I say, we're gonna 3 coats of primer, leave her sit for 3 or 4 days, you know, and then probably just leave it sit all this week actually. Next week, get on her, start blocking her down, sand her out, paint the box, paint the tailgate, out the door she goes. So, let's get on with priming, get my mask on here, and away we go. That ain't my mask, gotta find my mask. Alright, we got our first coat of primer on. Some people load it on and, you know, just go at it, just keep going and going. I don't. I like to put a coat on, leave it sit, much like painting a car, leave it sit, let it dry up a bit, then put more on. I mean, I just think you keep putting layers and layers. Top layer dries, the bottom really never gets a chance, right? I don't know, that's just me. But, oh, the paper fell down, I have to fix that. Okay, but yeah, there we go. First coat of primer, like I say, I'm going to give it 3. Perfect. Okay, while I'm working away over there on the Toyota, Mike is working away in here on the Fairlane. Let's take a look. He's fixing and making up all the pieces that go in here. Coming along. He's got all this made up now, so it all takes time, but once he gets that done and gets this corner piece done, this piece will be in stock. We'll put that on, then we can start doing the quarters. I don't know what the wheel tubs are like. Maybe he's going to need those, hard to say. But then if the wheel tubs are good, the chunk floor is solid in this old beast. So then wham bam, back end's done. It may be rusty, but I tell you, once you start putting panels in them, they come along real quick. Real quick. Anything can be fixed if you got the time and the money, right? Sometimes people say I wouldn't fix something like that, but you know what? I'd go buy something they say that's not rusty. But when it leaves here, you're guaranteed, almost, you know you're not going to have any rust because it's going to be all new panels. You buy something that's not rusty at the moment, how do you know it ain't going to be rusty in 5 years from now? You don't. Rust is in everything. It doesn't matter. We've discussed this 100 times over. It never sleeps. Cars are out in the weather. They're in the rain. Don't matter how many seals, how many seam sealers, how much they do, they always get water in nooks and cracks. It's just irrelevant. And that goes down in between and things just rust over time, right? No different than we get old over time. It's all the same. Okay, well, get back to this video and get over to the other side and get that truck unmasked. Okay, we got some more parts set up here. We got a fender for the 63 Chev pickup. That's all bodywork. They're roughed in. We're going to primer that. We're going to primer the tailgate for the Toyota, and I got to get a couple of other smaller pieces. I don't know where I put them, but I put them somewhere. I should be having the primer shake up as we're videoing here. Keep the ball rolling. There we go. Toyota is unmasked outside. Here we go, looking good. And of course you can see the Falcon has now made its way outside. It is all done. Ball joints are in, finished over with the control arms. So there we go, it's all. And I might be wondering why did I put this cover on here. Well, we're out in our bake oven. It's 34 here today and full of smoke. We're out in the bake oven letting the sun bake it, dry it. Put the cover on it only because I'm going to be priming, and close the door down. You never know if some overspray is going to come around here. So that's what's happening. And I guess this cover's seen better days, didn't it? Anyway, we'll, yeah, there we go. Good enough. Okay. Yeah. So I will get to priming these parts up and away we go. We're just rocking it out this week. Alright, one tailgate primered, unmasked, one fender all primered up. So we'll let that dry up overnight, and then we'll put that out in our bake oven too. But for right now, let's let it dry up in here overnight. And I think what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the some little parts and pieces for the 55 Chevy pickup. We got the grill, the headlight rings and all that here. It all needs to be cleaned up. It's filthy, dirty. And that truck is heading over to the booth. So, but we may as well clean that stuff up because can't put it together with a filthy grill and headlight rings and all that when it comes home. And it's almost the end of the day now, so I don't want to get involved in a big project. I never get involved in, there's some big things I could do around here, but I don't get involved with the big things when it's the end of the day. The last hour of the day, I just don't want to start something. You just get into it, and then you got to stop. You know what I mean, kind of? If you guys get that, I'm sure you've all done that before. You're just like, just don't want to start a big project when the day's over. I tell you, a little smoky today here. We got no fires out where I am in the Fraser Valley and Chilliwack. They're all up country, like up in the Okanagan and that. But the wind is just, it's blowing it down through here. Yesterday was, you could feel it a bit, but today, you can just like cut it with a knife. You can just taste it. So, yeah. So, yeah, not the greatest, right? But whatever. It is what it is. No point bitching about it. What are you going to do? Nothing. Okay, so tailgate and the fender are primed up, and we got my buddy's truck come in. So 53 Chev pickup. Remember, many years ago we did an LS conversion on this truck. Anyway, he's got a starting to run rough, he said. I think we must have did this thing 5 or 6 years ago. Anyway, starting to run rough. Something electrical. It's not fuel, you can tell. Probably a coil pack or something. So Mike's going to bring his scan tool in today. He has one of those, and hook it up and see what it tells is going on with it. And we'll move on to that. Take care of that, right? Another sunshine's just a-shining today. Smoke's still there, but and that frame, I gotta get that frame up here and start pressure washing that. That's gonna be, I think we're gonna take care of that tomorrow probably. Get going on that. And I still gotta hang these dashboards up. God, there's so much to do around here. And I still got these like Model T lights I gotta put away. It's just, it's never ending. It's never ending, but it is what it is. So, well, we'll get to another day here working, and I think I got another car coming in. I think my buddy Corey's bringing in his Model T. Took the hood off, and he says his rad's wiggling around a bit, so he wants to put some support bars on there. So I believe that's stopping in here today too for some work. So it's all good. We're staying steady. We're hitting her hard. Okay, we've sanded down and repainted all the window frames around for the 55 Chevy pickup. You got to paint them while they're out. Why wouldn't you, right? And let me just get in here and turn this radio down so we don't get in trouble for having music on. We brought the front fenders in for the 63 Chev pickup. We're going to block those, put those in final primer. And then we've got the running boards here for the 1950 Chev pickup. I think it's a 50, I can't remember now. The one over there I just pulled the grill out of. We've brought those in, and we started the bodywork on those. We're going to get those finished up and get those in first primer. And yeah, that's probably it at the moment. Just plugging away, getting things done on this. Well, this video has been running all week. So I started this video I think on Tuesday, I believe, and it's Thursday now. So, and it looks like our weather is turning on us. It looks like apparently we've got some thunderstorms coming later today. It's getting a little gray out. No rain yet though. But it's on the way. And of course there's a Toyota sitting over there. If you remember, I put that all in final primer on the box, and it's going to sit now. I'm going to leave it sit over the weekend. Then on Monday we'll start blocking that out. Get that all cleaned up for next week, and by the end of the week it'll be ready for paint. Alright, well, in this video Mike's working away. He's got all this ground down, as you can see. Getting all that taken care of and finished off. And we had this little T come in. The radiator was leaking. Gentleman wanted to get rid of that ugly old, big old coil over there. Those things are just nasty and ugly. Ugh. And we put a proper little one in that looks a little better. Just little piddly stuff. Anyway, it's done, it's finished, it's going home, it's out of here. I asked all you guys on my reel on Facebook, would you chop it, would you not? And almost everybody said no chop. I don't know, for me, I'd chop it and I'd have it on an angle. Just me, and that's okay. That's what makes it fun, that we're all different with what we do. So what can I tell you? Well, I know what I can tell you. That's it for this episode of Old Time Garage. And stay tuned for the next one, because we'll be painting the little 55 Chevy pickup. Okay, we'll catch you all next time. See you later.